Yo, episode 227 of What's Up, Flobo? Hey, was that a sitcom back in the day? Probably just me. I'm dating myself. Thank you so much for checking out this episode and all the other episodes in What's Up, Flobo Canon. If it's your first time, basically, I do all these shows and stuff, and this is kind of supposed to be like a live show hangout session, but then I don't really go live anymore, so I just kind of just do my own thing and just talk to you for a bit, which is cool. So I want to thank you so much for checking out all the other episodes. Many people know about this show. Sometimes I feel like I just do it for my mom, but people do come in and watch it week in and week out, which always blows my mind because I'm not really saying anything of merit. I'm just rambling. And rambling it is. For those of you who are just so inclined, there are many ways you can support the show. And yeah, usually I'll say, buy this, download this, and you can, because the description always has that, but just share it. I can't say I heavily advertise What's Up Flobo, but it's here to stay for the foreseeable future or until I get bored of it. This time, I'm actually on time, but I really wanted to bring it to you people. What do you mean, you people? I'll tell you in a minute. A long time ago, this show was supposed to be the kind of after school edition of what I was doing online. Most of my digital shows were on a network or platform called AfterBuzz TV. They are doing their thing for whatever reason. They're on the longest summer hiatus of mankind. And this show was kind of like as a creator, it's kind of just me rapping about what's happening. But I have been lucky enough, or some will say blessed, to have my own podcast network. We're talking New Amsterdam Entertainment, newamsterdam.com, home to such shows as New Amsterdam Radio, the podcast for creatives, my daily departed comedy variety series, What's Up Flobo After Hours, Draped in Gold, Professional Wrestling Talk, Commander's Log, Star Trek Talk, Flobo Sort on Netflix, Netflix Originals, and more. And I love it. I didn't think I was going to be a network owner, a content creator in that space. It was 2020. It was a pandemic. The whole world shut down. And I was trying to find ways to come out there and be myself, to be unique. What is that on my forehead? That's bothering me. That I don't know what that was. I was like, what is that? I tried doing it smooth, like covering it up, but I just couldn't do it. So I just stopped the whole show. Thankfully, it's not a zit. All I have is that one there on my forehead. The other ones I gotta work on. But things have changed. I feel like my views have gone up. So it's not about views, but it is about the perception of impact. 2 years ago, everyone was kind of stuck inside, and I would never call that era good or fun, but I benefited a lot from that time. I got focused to what I want to do in my career. Everyone was kind of treating it like summer camp the first 6 weeks. I call it the Tiger King era, where everyone was kind of like locked in and just say, well, I guess we're here, trying to work on our surplus groceries or whatever. 2 years later, everyone's, at least to my perception, has gone about their business. Masks are a thing of a past. COVID's not here. It still kind of is here, but if you get it now, it's just kind of cool. It's kind of like, I got COVID last week, but I'm fine now, which is what? And so I'm wondering about the impact of my content. Commander's Log, which started off as a show to shut down the gatekeepers that keep new fans out of things, namely Star Trek, is at a hiatus now with the end of Strange New Worlds. And I was wondering, is that something you guys want to see more of? There's a part of me now watching vloggers on YouTube when I'm eating my lunch or eating meals, and they have gone out and they are doing the professional camera and the selfie sticks and doing the reviews of things. Is that something that you would like to see? I know you're probably saying, Flopito, why do you care what we want? Just making things that makes you happy. And I get that, but I'm at a point in my life and my career that I really want to keep doing this. And for me to even have a viable shot of eating or use it as my career, my platforms need to be monetized. And how do I get there? Even though people like the long form shows, no one sticks around enough, or there's not enough views there to qualify for YouTube monetization. Now, I'm not saying it will solve all of my problems, but it does let you realize or validate what you're doing if you've been doing it for 3 or 4 years, to say, hey, look, enough people are coming in, they're sharing the content, they're sharing the shows, that YouTube deems you are worthy enough to have advertising on your page, therefore, or super thanks or super chat or just subscription models, much like our Patreon, to make you be able to keep doing this more. So I was kind of feeling, do I chase that not so much like forget myself creatively, but do I at least have some things out there on the platform that can be those views and engagement bait so I can somehow put myself in that category? Or should I keep on doing what I'm doing? Because I'm happy despite the fact that there is no income situation, but I am happy being able to break down and laugh about Star Trek is pretty fun, or to break down professional wrestling NXT UK is pretty fun. And so I like doing that too. So that's been the major thing on my mind the past week is what's next for the strategy. And I've had this crossroads before. Before the pandemic, I had New Amsterdam Radio and AfterBuzz, and that was it. And then it kind of morphed into, well, I have New Amsterdam Radio, and then I started doing Draped in Gold because the AfterBuzz hiatus said there's no more wrestling shows. But then I was like, hey, look, I got Netflix. I watch Netflix every month. Let me share some things I love. And Commander's Law came after that. So, and one by one, the network came. So I'm okay with pruning offerings. I'm okay with sunsetting things. What's Up Flobo After Hours had 71 episodes and the finale, or 70 episodes and a finale for 71 episodes in total. I'm okay with moving on if need be, or trying new things, or even focusing or doubling down the ones I do have. But I do think something fresh should be on the horizon. So let me know what you think in the comments below. This one here is completely interactive. This is why I would like you guys to share this one. If you haven't shared an episode of What's Up Flobo in a long time, now's the time to do it. I am asking for your help and your assistance and your guidance. I am. Should I sell out, daddy, so I can eat? Should I keep on doing what I'm doing and they will come, build it where they come? Or should I just quit everything and go back to selling cars or enterprise rent a car? You let me know. And that's it for me in this edition of What's Up Flobo. I'm going to roll. I'll see you guys next week. And of course, man, you got time? Call your mother. She's the only one that you got, and she misses you. See you guys next week.